humanity stands on the precipice of the greatest journey ever conceived. At the International Space Exploration Command, ISEC, the world watches breathlessly as the culmination of decades of research and the collective hope of a planet coalesce into a singular, defining moment. The Artemis project, named after the Greek goddess of the moon and the hunt, is poised to make history. Scientists and engineers bustle around the control room, their faces a mosaic of concentration and excitement. The mission is audacious: to send a crewed ship to the very edge of a black hole, to study and, if possible, traverse its event horizon. The theoretical physicists have long posited that such a boundary represents not just the limit of our universe, but the gateway to others, parallel realities that have teased the minds of dreamers and scientists alike. Captain Eva Reyes stands aboard the Artemis, her hand steady on the control panel. Her crew, a mix of seasoned astronauts and brilliant scientists, are ready. In her command, there's a palpable tension. They're all aware of the dangers, but the pull of the unknown is irresistible. The energy within the ISEC peaks as the final countdown begins. Monitors display the creation of the wormhole, an artificial yet stable rift in the fabric of space-time. It's an elegant bridge constructed of equations and ingenuity, a tunnel through the cosmic sea. And at its end, the black hole, ominous and majestic, waits. "Initiate wormhole expansion," commands Reyes, her voice steady. The wormhole unfurls, its swirling vortex a hypnotic dance of light and shadow. The Artemis's engines roar to life, a harmonious symphony that speaks to the prowess of human technology. The ship glides forward, crossing the threshold, leaving a world of known physics and entering the theater of the cosmic unknown. As the Artemis slips into the wormhole, Earth fades away, and ahead, the void beckons, an abyss that has devoured light and time without end. This is humanity's leap into the unfathomable, the first chapter of an odyssey that will define the spirit and resilience of the brave souls aboard the Artemis, and indeed, of all humankind. The world that Eva Reyes knew, that all of humanity knew, was now a universe away. The Artemis, a vessel more advanced than any before it, was a silver needle threading the cosmic tapestry. Its hull, emblazoned with the insignias of a united Earth, reflected the resolve of a species that had, for centuries, gazed upward and dreamt of the stars. Inside, the ship was alive with activity. Dr. Leo Marquez, the lead physicist, studied the readouts with an insatiable curiosity, the data streaming in faster than humanity had ever collected before. His colleague, Dr. Yuna Choi, expert in quantum mechanics and astrophysics, stood beside him, her eyes reflecting the glow of the holographic displays. The crew was a diverse assembly representing Earth's finest. Commander Nikolai Petrov, veteran of the Mars settlements, helmed the engineering team, a group that had built their careers on making the impossible possible. Dr. Maya Suresh, the mission's chief medical officer, prepared for every conceivable scenario with her team, knowing the real challenges lay in the unpredictable. Lieutenant Sarah Kingston, callsign Hawkeye, was the youngest member, a prodigy pilot whose instincts were as sharp as the AI she flew alongside. Together with her co-pilot, Lieutenant Miguel Santos, they formed the heart of the ship's operational crew, ready to react to any exigency the mission might present. The Artemis initiative was more than a mission. It was the embodiment of hope, a testament to human tenacity. The crew knew the risks. No one had ever attempted to observe a black hole from such proximity. The simulations had been run, the models tested, but the universe often defied expectation. Eva's voice broke the quiet hum of machinery. "Crew of Artemis, this is not just another voyage. We are the torchbearers venturing into the night. Our mission is one for the annals of history. Let's show them what humanity is capable of." The Artemis sailed on, a beacon of human achievement. The scientists probed the fabric of reality, while engineers kept the ship running like clockwork. The medical team stood vigilant, and the pilots guided them through the stars. As Earth's blue glow faded into the rearview monitors, the Artemis initiative marked its first successful step into the abyss. The black hole awaited, an enigmatic siren calling them forward. And with each passing moment, the crew etched their names into the annals of the cosmic age, ready to embrace the unknown that lay beyond the event horizon. The Artemis, now a lone voyager in the celestial ocean, approached the outskirts of the black hole's gravitational influence. Its presence loomed ahead, a monstrous sphere of darkness edged by a halo of trapped light. The accretion disk, a swirling maelstrom of matter drawn inexorably toward the event horizon. Captain Reyes's voice was a beacon of calm as she addressed her crew. "All hands, prepare for approach protocols. This is what we've trained for." The ship's approach was methodical, precise, a dance with the most powerful force in the universe. The engineers, led by Commander Petrov, monitored the structural integrity of the Artemis, ensuring the specialized hull could withstand the gravitational gradients. Dr. Marquez and Dr. Choi, eyes wide with wonder and minds racing, began their study of the distorted space-time around them. Eva, alongside Hawkeye and Santos, steered the ship on a calculated descent path. They were tracing a delicate orbit around the black hole, close enough to probe its mysteries, yet distant enough to avoid its ravenous pull. This trajectory was named the Knife's Edge, a route balancing the spacecraft on the brink of the known and the unknown. As they neared, the black hole's gravitational lensing effect became visually apparent. Stars and galaxies from behind the behemoth appeared to arc around it, creating a surreal celestial canvas. The Artemis's observation modules extended like the antennae of an interstellar insect, ready to sense and record phenomena beyond human understanding. An alert chimed, and the crew tensed. The ship had detected gravitational waves, ripples in the fabric of space-time, emanating from the black hole. They were more intense than any simulations had predicted. Dr. Marquez, with a controlled urgency, coordinated with the AI to adjust the sensors to capture this data, knowing it could redefine physics. Captain Reyes's voice remained steady. "Maintain course. Let's trust in Artemis, our vessel, our shield in the darkness." In the control room, every display, every gauge, every readout was vital. Each member of the crew was an integral thread in the tapestry of this mission, woven together by purpose and resolve. Their names would be remembered not for touching the face of the abyss, but for drawing back the veil that shrouded it. Into the abyss was not merely a descent into the gravitational well of the black hole. It was a journey into the heart of human courage, a testament to the exploratory spirit that had driven their species since the dawn of time. With each passing second, the Artemis drew closer to the cosmic frontier, ready to challenge the very limits of reality. The proximity to the black hole brought with it a kaleidoscope of stellar phenomena. Light around the Artemis bent and twisted, creating a visual cacophony that mesmerized and disoriented. Within this luminous tempest, the Artemis continued its meticulous descent, a testament to humanity's audacity. Captain Reyes and her crew faced the maelstrom with unwavering resolve, their mission clear: to study this celestial anomaly, to tear down the barriers of ignorance and fear that had so long confined their species to the cradle of Earth. Within the ship's hull, the air was thick with concentration. The crew's focus was absolute, their tasks performed with surgical precision. Lieutenant Kingston's hands flew over the controls, her instincts fused with the ship's AI to navigate the tortuous environment. Dr. Marquez, with his eyes locked on the shifting data, felt a shiver of exhilaration. The black hole's gravity was distorting not just light, but space-time itself. It was a symphony of chaos, and they were at its center. "Look at this," Dr. Choi whispered, her voice barely carrying over the hum of the ship. On her screen, a simulation displayed the trajectory of photons around them, spiraling into the abyss. It was a cosmic dance, ethereal and deadly. In the engineering bay, Commander Petrov kept vigilant watch over the engines and the integrity of the ship's hull. The black hole's tidal forces were a ceaseless enemy, striving to rip apart the very atoms of the Artemis. Yet the ship held, her design and construction a triumph of human ingenuity. Suddenly, an alarm blared, a warning of critical gravitational stresses. A distortion had formed a spike in the fabric of space-time, a dagger aimed at the heart of the Artemis. "Brace for impact," Reyes commanded, her voice an anchor in the storm. The crew tensed, their bodies a network of taut steel and fierce determination. The Artemis shuddered violently, a beast in the throes of an unseen predator's jaws. Then, as quickly as it had appeared, the spike dissipated, leaving behind a tense silence. The crew exhaled in unison, a chorus of relief. They had survived their first brush with the raw power of the black hole. a power that could obliterate worlds without thought or remorse. As the Artemis steadied herself, the crew resumed their duties, their hands a little steadier, their resolve a little firmer. They had witnessed the distortions in the dark and emerged unscathed, their mission undeterred, their spirit unbroken. This voyage into the heart of darkness was more than a mission. It was the embodiment of an indomitable will. And as the Artemis sailed through the cosmic tempest, her crew proved that even in the face of the universe's great enigmas, humanity's quest for knowledge knew no bounds. In the aftermath of the gravitational spike, the Artemis crew found themselves in a brief respite. The constant vigilance against the black hole's unpredictable nature afforded no room for relaxation, but it did offer a moment of reflection, a chance to process the enormity of their situation. The Artemis drifted now in a relatively stable orbit, a delicate position maintained by the deft handling of its crew and the ceaseless calculations of its AI. Here, at the edge of the event horizon, the boundary between certainty and conjecture blurred. The singularity, the black hole's core, beckoned with a silent roar that spoke of infinity, compressed into an infinitesimal point. Dr. Marquez and Dr. Choi set their instruments to capture the gravitational waves echoing from the singularity. Each wave was a whisper from the depths, a story of mass and movement encoded in the very fabric of space-time. These whispers were not just data, they were the voices of the cosmos itself, and humanity was listening. On the observation deck, the crew watched as light from dying stars circled the singularity, spiraling toward a darkness that swallowed everything, even hope. Yet it was here, in this dance of destruction, that the Artemis sought answers to questions that had haunted humanity's dreams since they first looked to the stars. Commander Petrov, inspecting the hull's integrity, felt a kinship with the ancient mariners of Earth's oceans. They too had sailed into the unknown, guided by the stars and driven by a deep-seated need to discover, to explore, to know. The echo of the singularity was not just a physical phenomenon. It resonated within each crew member, a siren call to the part of their souls that yearned to uncover the universe's secrets. Lieutenant Kingston found herself staring into the abyss, her usual poise giving way to a profound awe. Beside her, Lieutenant Santos worked silently, sharing in the solemn wonder that gripped them all. Yet, as the Artemis hung suspended on the brink of eternity, the crew's reverie was shattered. The ship's sensors detected something new, something unexpected. Amidst the gravitational waves, there was an anomaly, a pattern that defied the chaotic nature of the singularity's emissions. Dr. Choi turned to Dr. Marquez, her eyes alight with a mix of confusion and excitement. "Leo, are you seeing this?" she asked. The pattern was too structured, too deliberate. It suggested something inconceivable. Could it be a message? Captain Reyes joined them, her curiosity piqued. The implications were staggering. If it was a message, who, or what, could be sending it from such a place? As the crew of the Artemis delved into the mystery of the singularity's echoes, they found themselves at the precipice of a discovery that could redefine their understanding of the universe. What secrets did the singularity hold, and what would they reveal about the nature of existence? The story of humanity's journey through the cosmos had many chapters, and the crew of the Artemis was about to write one of the most extraordinary. The singularity's echoes were not just a scientific phenomenon. They were a testament to the insatiable human spirit that thrives on curiosity and dares to dream beyond the horizon. As the Artemis lingered at the cusp of the singularity's influence, an unexpected turn of events jolted the crew from their scientific reverie. A vital section of the ship's propulsion system, tasked with maintaining their precarious orbit, fell prey to a malfunction, a glitch in the elaborate dance with gravity they could ill afford. The alarm was abrupt, a red flare in the cool blue of the control room. Lieutenant Kingston's hands leaped to the console, her fingers tracing over the alerts with practiced urgency. "We've got a propulsion imbalance," she reported, her voice crisp despite the rising tension. The malfunction was a reminder of their vulnerability, a testament to the ruthless nature of the black hole's gravitational force. It pulled at them with a ceaseless hunger, a force so immense that the light of distant stars twisted in agony around its maw. Captain Reyes, her demeanor unshaken, issued commands with a clarity that cut through the rising tide of concern. "Petrov, get a team to the propulsion bay. We need that system online 5 minutes ago. Commander Petrov gathered his engineers, a squadron ready to face the mechanical beast that thrived in the guts of their ship. Their path was a perilous one, navigating the narrow corridors as the Artemis groaned and shivered under the strain of the black hole's embrace. Meanwhile, Dr. Marquez and Dr. Choi secured their data, preserving the precious echoes of the singularity they had captured. The potential message within those patterns could not be risked, not when it might hold secrets to the universe itself. The repair team, adorned in magnetic boots and grasping tools of precision and power, worked against the clock and against the inexorable pull of the singularity. Petrov, his eyes narrowed in focus, directed the repairs with a hand that had known both the delicacy of circuitry and the might of steel. In the control room, a battle of wits unfolded as Kingston and Santos piloted the Artemis with deft maneuvers, compensating for the failing thrusters. Their actions were a dance atop a knife edge, each move calculated to keep them from spiraling into the black hole's deadly grasp. The crew's spirit was a fortress against the encroaching shadow of despair. They were a collective heart beating in unison, each pulse a defiant stand against the dark. And then, with a triumphant hiss of sealed circuits, the propulsion bay hummed back to life. Petrov's voice crackled over the comms. "Propulsion is green. We're back in business." A collective sigh swept through the Artemis, not one of relief, but of renewed determination. They had weathered the storm, had stared into the face of oblivion, and emerged unyielding. As the Artemis stabilized its orbit once more, the crew's focus returned to the enigma of the singularity's message. They had been tested by gravity's relentless pull and had proven their mettle. Now, the abyss awaited, and with it, the secrets that lay hidden in the folds of space-time. With the propulsion system restored and the Artemis once again in a stable orbit, the crew's attention shifted back to the enigmatic signal emanating from the singularity. The ordeal with the ship's malfunction had been a stark reminder of their precarious position on the edge of the unknown. Yet, it also reinforced their resolve to delve deeper into the mysteries that the black hole held. However, as they prepared to analyze the signal further, a new challenge emerged, one that threatened to unravel the fragile balance they had fought so hard to maintain. The Artemis began to experience the effects of a tidal lock, a gravitational phenomenon where one side of the spacecraft faced the black hole perpetually, causing severe environmental and operational distortions. Dr. Marquez, observing the increasing strain on the ship's systems, described the situation with a grim clarity. "The singularity's pull is warping the space around us more intensely. If we don't adjust our orbit, we'll end up locked in a perpetual fall towards it." The gravity at play was not just a force to be countered with thrusters. It was shaping the very space they occupied, stretching and squeezing the Artemis like clay in the hands of a capricious god. Captain Reyes convened an emergency meeting with her senior officers to devise a solution. The tidal lock was not just a physical trap, but a psychological one, the celestial equivalent of the siren's call, luring them into a spiral from which there was no escape. "We need a new approach," Reyes asserted, her eyes sweeping across the faces of her crew. "Our mission is to explore and return, not to become a permanent fixture of this black hole's landscape." Dr. Choi suggested utilizing the ship's remaining antimatter reserves to power a burst from the propulsion system, providing the necessary thrust to escape the tidal lock. It was a risky maneuver. The antimatter was their ace in the hole, a resource meant for critical moments. Yet, what moment could be more critical than this? Commander Petrov and his team set to work, recalibrating the propulsion system to utilize the antimatter in a controlled explosion. It was a delicate balance, the power of creation and destruction held within their hands. Lieutenant Kingston and Lieutenant Santos prepared for the maneuver, their faces set with determination. The crew of the Artemis knew the stakes. They were far from home, dancing on the precipice of eternity, and it was a dance they intended to survive. The countdown began, each second a heartbeat in the chest of the void. Then, with a brilliance that outshone the stars themselves, the Artemis surged forward, propelled by the antimatter's fury. The maneuver was more than a technical achievement. It was a declaration of humanity's indomitable will. As the Artemis broke free from the tidal lock, escaping the singularity's embrace, the crew shared a moment of triumph, a testament to their courage and ingenuity. But there was little time for celebration. The signal from the singularity still awaited them, a mystery enshrouded in the dark. With their path now clear, the crew turned their gaze forward, toward the abyss, ready to confront whatever secrets it held. Having narrowly escaped the gravitational clutches of the tidal lock, the Artemis crew now faced the profound implications of their next discovery. The signal, once thought to be a mere anomaly in the gravitational waves, began to exhibit patterns that suggested not only intelligence, but a manipulation of time itself. The realization sent a wave of astonishment and apprehension through the ship. Dr. Marquez, his eyes alight with both excitement and a hint of fear, shared his findings with Captain Reyes and the rest of the crew. The signal isn't just structured, it's recursive. It loops back on itself, suggesting a command over temporal physics we've barely theorized about. Captain Reyes, ever the steadying force, digested the information with a thoughtful frown. "Are we talking about a message sent through time?" she asked, the concept pushing the boundaries of even her broad perspective. Dr. Choi chimed in, her voice animated by the thrill of the unknown. "If we're interpreting this correctly, we might be looking at a civilization that has mastered time travel, or at least temporal communication." The implications were staggering. Not only had humanity reached the edge of the known universe, but they had also stumbled upon evidence of a civilization that had transcended one of the most fundamental constraints of existence, time itself. The crew set about decoding the temporal echoes, a task that required the full might of the Artemis's computational resources. The AI, paired with Dr. Choi's genius in quantum mechanics and Dr. Marquez's insights into astrophysics, began to unravel the complex patterns. As the work progressed, a sense of unease mingled with the crew's excitement. The potential for temporal communication opened a Pandora's box of philosophical and ethical questions. What did it mean to receive a message from beyond time? Were they prepared for the consequences of such knowledge? Meanwhile, the Artemis continued its vigilant orbit around the black hole, the singularity a constant shadow over their efforts. Lieutenant Kingston and Lieutenant Santos kept the ship on course, their skills honed to perfection in the face of the abyss's relentless pull. The breakthrough came unexpectedly, in the quiet hours of the ship's night cycle. The signal, once a cryptic sequence of patterns, began to coalesce into something comprehensible. The AI alerted Dr. Choi, who in turn roused the rest of the crew. Gathered in the main lab, the crew watched as the decoded message was displayed on the main screen. It was not in any human language, of course, but the AI's translation algorithms rendered it into words that carried an eerie sense of familiarity. "We are the custodians," the message began, speaking of a civilization that had not only encountered the singularity, but had learned to exist within its temporal distortions. "This message is a beacon, a guide through the echoes of time, for those who dare to reach beyond the horizon." The revelation was profound, reshaping their understanding of the universe and their place within it. The Artemis crew, a group of explorers from a young civilization on the edge of the cosmic ocean, had made contact with entities that dwelled in the depths of space-time itself. As Captain Reyes looked around at her crew, a mix of determination and wonder on their faces, she realized that their journey was far from over. The temporal echoes were not just a message, they were an invitation to join the custodians in the dance of the cosmos, beyond the event horizon. The message from the custodians, entities that had mastered the intricacies of time and dwelled within the singularity, set the Artemis crew on a new trajectory. They now faced the daunting task of understanding a civilization that operated beyond the conventional limits of space and time. Dr. Choi, her mind racing with possibilities, spearheaded the effort to decipher the deeper meanings within the message. The custodians talk about quantum entanglement as if it's the foundation of their existence, she explained to the crew. It's not just particles being interconnected, it's their entire civilization, entangled across time and space. This concept of quantum entanglement on a macro scale was revolutionary. Humanity had only scratched the surface of entanglement in quantum computing and communications. The idea that it could be extended to bind the fabric of a civilization was both exhilarating and overwhelming. Captain Reyes convened a strategy meeting to discuss the implications. If we can understand how the custodians use entanglement, we might unlock new methods of navigation, communication, even existence, she proposed, her eyes reflecting the weight of their discovery. The crew turned their focus to the black hole, the singularity now a beacon of potential knowledge rather than a mere astronomical phenomenon. Lieutenant Kingston and Lieutenant Santos recalibrated the ship's instruments to detect any quantum fluctuations that might indicate the presence of entanglement on a cosmic scale. Meanwhile, Commander Petrov and his engineering team worked closely with Dr. Marquez to modify the Artemis's existing quantum sensors, enhancing their sensitivity to the subtle energies the message suggested were at play around the singularity. As the modifications took effect, the data began to paint a picture of the space around the black hole, teeming with entangled particles, a network vast beyond comprehension. It was as if the singularity itself was a node in a cosmic web, connecting points across the universe instantaneously. Dr. Choi developed a hypothesis that the black hole might be acting as a quantum gate, a point of access to this entangled network. If we can tap into this network, she mused, we might be able to communicate with the custodians directly or even navigate the entanglement web. The crew's excitement was palpable as they pondered the possibilities. Contact with the custodians could herald a new era for humanity, an entry into a cosmic community bound by the principles of quantum entanglement. However, their enthusiasm was tempered by caution. Captain Reyes reminded them of the risks. We're dealing with forces that dwarf our understanding. This step could change everything, not just for us, but for humanity. We need to proceed with care. As the Artemis prepared to attempt communication through the quantum gate, the crew stood at the threshold of a new frontier. They were no longer just explorers of space, they were venturing into the very essence of reality, where the bonds of time and space yielded to the deeper connections of quantum entanglement. This step into the unknown was a leap of faith, guided by the message from the custodians and the unquenchable human desire to reach beyond the horizon. The Artemis, a vessel of discovery, was poised to bridge worlds and times, to entangle humanity with the cosmos in a way never before imagined. The Artemis crew, now on the cusp of interacting with the quantum gate, found themselves wrestling with the enormity of their undertaking. Dr. Choi's theory suggested that by aligning their ship's quantum entanglement sensors with the singularity's unique energy signature, they could effectively dial in to the custodian's network. It was a concept straight out of the realms of science fiction, yet here they were, about to make it a reality. As the final adjustments were made to the sensors, a palpable tension settled over the ship. Each member of the crew was acutely aware that they were about to embark on a journey beyond the limits of human experience, a journey into the very heart of the cosmos, where time and space intertwined in the dance of quantum entanglement. Captain Reyes stood before her crew, her gaze sweeping over the faces of her team. "What we're about to do," she began, her voice steady, "goes beyond exploration. We're reaching out to a civilization that has transcended the barriers that have confined us to our corner of the universe. We do this not just as representatives of humanity, but as seekers of knowledge, eager to learn and grow." With the crew's resolve fortified by their captain's words, Dr. Choi initiated the sequence to engage the quantum gate. The Artemis vibrated softly as the sensors reached out, tendrils of quantum energy probing the fabric of space-time, seeking the resonance that would connect them to the custodians. For a moment there was nothing. The anticipation in the control room was a tangible force, each crew member holding their breath, waiting for a sign. And then, the universe opened before them. The view screens, normally displaying the stark blackness of space punctuated by the distant light of stars, were suddenly filled with a kaleidoscope of colors, an aurora of quantum energy that danced and twisted as if alive. They were seeing the universe not as a collection of celestial bodies in empty space, but as a vibrant tapestry of entangled energy, connected across the vastness of existence. Dr. Marquez, his eyes wide with wonder, whispered what they all felt. "We're at the edge of forever." The sensors, now fully entangled with the quantum gate, began to receive data at an unprecedented rate. It was not in any form they had anticipated. It was as if the very essence of the universe was communicating with them, its language composed of emotions, images, and sensations that transcended words. Among this flood of cosmic knowledge, a clear message from the custodians emerged. It was a welcome, an acknowledgement of the Artemis crew's boldness and a recognition of humanity's place in the cosmic web. "We greet you, travelers," the message resonated within their minds. "You have crossed the threshold of understanding and now stand at the gateway to the cosmos. The path ahead is one of growth, of unity with the quantum fabric of existence. You are ready to join the dance of the stars, to become part of the endless cycle of creation and discovery." The Artemis crew, having reached out with technology and curiosity, found themselves embraced by the universe in a way they had never imagined. Their journey to the black hole, once thought to be a mere scientific expedition, had become a pilgrimage to the heart of existence itself. As they processed the overwhelming experience of connecting with the quantum gate, Captain Reyes realized that this was not the end of their journey, but the beginning. Humanity was no longer just a species confined to a single planet or a single galaxy. They were now part of the infinite, a thread woven into the fabric of the cosmos, ready to explore the boundless mysteries that awaited. The edge of forever was not a boundary but a horizon, ever expanding, inviting them to discover what lay beyond. And as the Artemis prepared to return home, its crew carried with them the knowledge that the universe was far more interconnected and wondrous than they had ever dreamed. The revelation provided by the custodians, a glimpse into the interconnected cosmos through the quantum gate, transformed the Artemis crew. They were no longer mere voyagers. They had become conduits between humanity and a vast, entangled universe. As they began their journey back to Earth, a profound sense of responsibility accompanied their awe. They were the bearers of knowledge that could redefine human understanding and existence. Captain Reyes convened a meeting to discuss the implications of their experience. "We've been given an incredible gift," she stated, her voice imbued with the gravity of their discovery. "But with this knowledge comes a duty. We must share what we've learned responsibly, ensuring it serves to unite, not divide, to enlighten, not overwhelm." Dr. Marquez, his mind still reeling from the flood of cosmic information, added, "The custodians showed us that the universe operates on principles far beyond our current understanding. Our science, our philosophy, even our religions may need to evolve to encompass this broader view of reality." The crew spent the return voyage in deep contemplation and discussion, preparing themselves to communicate their experiences in a way that could be understood and accepted by the world. They worked with the AI to distill the complex data into comprehensible insights, focusing on the potential for advancements in energy, medicine, and technology, guided by the principles of unity and sustainability that the custodians emphasized. Lieutenant Kingston and Lieutenant Santos, tasked with piloting the Artemis back through the wormhole to Earth, felt a new connection to the ship and to the fabric of space-time itself. Their hands on the controls, they navigated not just through physical space, but through a web of potentialities, their path back home, a symbol of humanity's new journey into the cosmos. As Earth came into view, a blue jewel floating in the vastness of space, the crew experienced a mixture of joy and apprehension. How would they convey the magnitude of their discoveries? Would the world be ready to embrace such a paradigm shift? Their return was met with celebration and curiosity. The world was eager to hear of their journey and the secrets of the black hole. Yet, as they shared their initial findings, the crew was careful to frame their experiences within a narrative of hope and unity. The message from the custodians was clear. Humanity's future lay not in the conquest of space, but in understanding its place within an entangled universe. "In the Shadow of Giants" became not just a chapter in their journey, but a guiding principle for humanity's approach to the cosmos. The Artemis crew, once explorers of the physical universe, had become ambassadors of a new way of seeing the world, one in which humanity recognized itself as part of a greater, interconnected whole. Their mission complete, the crew of the Artemis knew that their real work was just beginning. They had opened a door to the universe, and now it was up to humanity to step through it, guided by the wisdom of those who had traversed the quantum gate before them. As humanity grappled with the revelations brought forth by the Artemis crew, the world's focus turned to the ancient ruins discovered on Mars decades earlier, ruins that had puzzled scientists and historians alike. These relics of a bygone era, once a source of speculative fiction and conspiracy theories, were now re-examined in a new light, the light of humanity's nascent understanding of the cosmos and its interconnected nature. Dr. Yuna Choi spearheaded the initiative to re-evaluate the Martian artifacts, employing the quantum entanglement principles shared by the custodians. The artifacts, long silent, began to resonate with the quantum frequencies applied to them, revealing their true purpose and origin. They were not merely remnants of an ancient civilization. They were beacons, left behind by the custodians or a similar entity, designed to guide emerging species toward the quantum gateways. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community and the public at large. Humanity was not the first to walk this path. They were part of a cosmic cycle, a baton passed through the eons from one civilization to the next, each contributing to the vast tapestry of the universe. Captain Eva Reyes addressed the United Nations, sharing the insights gleaned from the Martian artifacts and the message of the custodians. "We stand at a crossroads," she declared, "not just as nations or as a species, but as members of the cosmic community. The path we choose must be one of cooperation and unity, for it is together that we will step into this greater universe." Her words resonated across the globe, sparking a movement toward greater international collaboration. The Artemis mission and the subsequent revelations became a catalyst for a new era of global unity. Countries pooled their resources and expertise to explore the quantum gateways further, establishing the Earth Cosmic Alliance, a coalition dedicated to advancing humanity's role in the cosmos with respect and humility. Lieutenant Sarah Kingston, now a prominent advocate for cosmic exploration, spoke at educational institutions worldwide, inspiring the next generation to look up at the stars, not as distant lights, but as destinations, as opportunities to connect with the universe in ways they had never imagined. As the Earth Cosmic Alliance embarked on its mission to explore the quantum gateways, humanity began to encounter other species, other civilizations that had also been touched by the custodians. These encounters, while initially fraught with challenges, gradually led to an exchange of knowledge and culture, enriching humanity's understanding of their place in the universe. The resonance of the past, embodied by the Martian artifacts, became a beacon for the future. Humanity, once isolated by the vast distances of space, now found itself entangled with the cosmos, a single thread in the infinite web of existence. The legacy of the Artemis mission and its crew was not just the discovery of the quantum gateways or the message of the custodians. It was the realization that humanity was part of something greater, a cosmic symphony in which every species, every civilization, contributed to the harmony of the universe. As the Earth Cosmic Alliance continued to explore the quantum gateways, venturing further into the unknown, they did so with a sense of wonder, a sense of duty, and a sense of belonging. The universe, once a realm of mystery and fear, had become a home, a place of endless possibilities and connections, bound together by the resonance of the past and the promise of the future. The newfound unity and purpose that humanity embraced, spurred by the Artemis mission and the revelations of the Martian artifacts, led to unprecedented advancements in technology, philosophy, and interstellar diplomacy. The Earth Cosmic Alliance became a beacon of cooperation, a testament to what civilizations can achieve when they transcend their differences and focus on their commonality, their shared existence within the vast, entangled cosmos. Amidst this era of enlightenment and exploration, the Artemis crew, now hailed as pioneers of the quantum age, embarked on a new mission. Their objective was to establish the first human outpost beyond the solar system, utilizing the quantum gateways to reach a habitable planet identified by the custodians. This planet, named Horizon, orbited a star in what had once been considered unreachable space. However, as preparations for the mission to Horizon were underway, a paradox emerged that challenged the very foundations of humanity's new understanding. The quantum gateways, while providing a bridge across the vast expanses of space, also revealed the fragility of time. Messages received from other civilizations through the gateways began to exhibit temporal anomalies, echoes from futures that had yet to unfold, and whispers from pasts that were no longer remembered. Dr. Leo Marquez, leading the research into these anomalies, presented his findings with a mixture of excitement and concern. The gateways don't just connect us across space, they weave through time as well. We're not just navigating the cosmos, we're navigating its history and its potential futures. This revelation brought a new dimension to the mission to Horizon. The outpost would not only be humanity's first step into interstellar space, but also a foray into the temporal web that the universe was revealed to be. The implications were staggering. Every action, every decision could ripple across time, influencing events in unforeseeable ways. Captain Reyes, understanding the weight of this responsibility, addressed her crew and the Alliance leadership. Our journey to Horizon is not just a mission of exploration, it's a commitment to stewardship. We must tread carefully, mindful of the impacts we may have not just on our future, but on the past and present of others. The mission to Horizon was greenlit with these considerations at the forefront. The Artemis, retrofitted with the latest in quantum navigational technology, embarked on its voyage, carrying a crew that represented the best of humanity and its allied civilizations. Their goal was to establish a foothold on Horizon, to learn from it, and to explore the universe not as conquerors, but as students, as part of a greater cosmic community. As the Artemis approached the gateway that would take them to Horizon, the crew felt the gravity of their mission. They were not just crossing spatial distances. They were weaving through the tapestry of time itself, pioneers on the edge of humanity's greatest discovery. The journey through the gateway was a moment of transcendence, a passage through the heart of existence. When they emerged on the other side, Horizon awaited them, a world of verdant landscapes and crystal seas, a new beginning for humanity, and a new chapter in the cosmic saga. But Horizon held its secrets, echoes of the past and shadows of futures yet to unfold. The paradox of their journey, of moving forward while touching the past, would shape not just the fate of the Artemis crew, but the destiny of all civilizations entwined in the quantum web of the universe. On Horizon's surface, under alien stars, humanity stood on the threshold of a new era. An era where the paradoxes of existence were not barriers to overcome, but mysteries to embrace, where the horizon was not a limit, but an invitation to endless discovery. Upon setting foot on Horizon, the Artemis crew quickly established the first human outpost, named Unity Station, in honor of the collaborative spirit that had brought them there. The planet, with its breathtaking landscapes and ecosystems, was more than a new home. It was a symbol of humanity's potential to thrive in the cosmos. Yet, Horizon was not without its enigmas. Deep beneath its surface lay an ancient artifact, predating even the custodian's earliest messages. This relic was a gateway of its own, not of space, but of time, a singularity encased within a structure that defied understanding. Dr. Yuna Choi and her team discovered the artifact during an exploratory mission. Its design was intricate, radiating quantum energies that fluctuated in unpredictable patterns. The team's instruments revealed that the artifact was a focal point of temporal disturbances, a riddle wrapped in the fabric of time itself. The singularity within this structure doesn't adhere to our theories, Dr. Choi reported, her voice tinged with awe and frustration. It's as if it's operating under principles of physics we've yet to discover, or perhaps principles that don't exist in our universe. The discovery prompted a meeting of the Earth Cosmic Alliance's leading minds on Unity Station. The debate was intense. Some saw the artifact as a breakthrough waiting to happen, while others feared its implications, its potential to unravel the fabric of time. Captain Reyes, ever the voice of reason, proposed a cautious approach. This singularity, this riddle, it's a part of Horizon's legacy, and now ours. We must study it, learn from it, but with the humility to recognize when we're treading into realms beyond our comprehension. The decision was made to establish a research facility around the artifact, named the Horizon Paradox Institute. The best quantum physicists, temporal theorists, and cosmologists were invited to study the singularity, to decipher the riddle it presented. As the research progressed, the institute began to uncover fragments of data encoded within the quantum fluctuations of the singularity. Snippets of knowledge from civilizations long vanished, echoes of cosmic events that predated the known universe. It became apparent that the artifact was not just a relic, it was a library, a repository of the universe's history and its possible futures. The challenge was immense. Each discovery opened new questions. Each revelation brought them closer to the edge of what was scientifically and philosophically conceivable. The singularity's riddle was a puzzle that spanned the cosmos, a reminder of how much remained beyond the grasp of even the most advanced civilizations. Amidst the struggle to understand, a pattern emerged, a sequence within the quantum fluctuations that hinted at a convergence, a point in time and space where the answers might be found. The Institute named this the Nexus event, a potential key to unlocking the singularity's secrets. The Artemis crew, alongside their allies from across the cosmos, prepared for a journey to the Nexus. It was a mission that transcended the physical. It was a quest for understanding, for the wisdom to navigate the complexities of the universe. As they set out, the crew knew that the answers they sought might challenge the very foundation of their existence. But driven by curiosity, by the need to know and to grow, they embraced the challenge. The singularity's riddle was not just a puzzle to be solved, it was an invitation to expand their understanding, to see beyond the horizons of their knowledge. And as they ventured toward the Nexus, the crew of the Artemis stood ready to face whatever truths awaited them, ready to decipher the cosmic symphony encoded within the heart of Horizon. After their unprecedented voyage through the quantum gateways, navigating the complexities of time and the fabric of space-time itself, the Artemis crew began their journey back to Earth. This return was not just a physical traversal of space. It was a re-entry into a world that, although familiar, they knew they would see with new eyes. The mission had reshaped their understanding of humanity's place in the cosmos, revealing a universe far more interconnected and wondrous than they had ever imagined. The knowledge and experiences gained from the custodians, and the civilizations they encountered through the quantum gateways, were a treasure trove of possibilities for the future of humanity. As the Artemis approached Earth, Captain Eva Reyes prepared her crew for the multitude of reactions their discoveries might elicit. "We return as messengers," she reminded them, "bearers of a vision for the future that may challenge many of our long-held beliefs. Our journey has shown us the potential for what humanity can become, and it is our responsibility to share that vision with compassion and understanding." The crew had evidence of civilizations that had thrived through cooperation across time and space, technologies that could revolutionize energy, medicine, and travel, and most importantly, a message of unity in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. They had seen firsthand the beauty of a universe where diversity was strength and connection was the foundation of existence. As the Artemis entered Earth's orbit, the crew's anticipation grew. They were coming home, not as the same individuals who had left, but as pioneers of a new frontier. The data and samples they brought with them had the potential to catalyze a renaissance on Earth, a leap forward in science, philosophy, and global unity. The world that awaited them was teeming with curiosity and thirst for knowledge. News of their return had spread, and humanity awaited with bated breath the revelations the Artemis crew would bring. It was a pivotal moment, a chance to steer the course of human history towards a future of exploration, understanding, and harmony with the cosmos. Their homecoming was met with celebration and awe. The Artemis crew, once ordinary individuals, were now heroes of an age on the cusp of cosmic integration. Their tales of quantum gateways, advanced civilizations, and the interconnectedness of the universe inspired a new generation to look up at the stars, not as distant, cold lights, but as beacons of hope and adventure. As Captain Reyes addressed the world, her words resonated with the weight of their journey and the promise it held. "We stand at the threshold of a new era," she proclaimed. "An era where humanity takes its rightful place in the cosmos, not as conquerors, but as humble students and stewards. The universe has extended its hand to us. It is now our choice whether to grasp it and step into the light of a new dawn." The Artemis crew's return marked the end of one journey and the beginning of another, the journey of integrating their profound discoveries into the tapestry of human culture and society. It was a journey that would challenge them, change them, and ultimately unite them with the cosmos in ways they had only begun to understand. The world stood at the precipice of a new dawn, bathed in the light of knowledge brought back by the Artemis crew. Humanity, once divided by borders and beliefs, found a common purpose in the revelations of interconnectedness and unity within the cosmos. The crew's homecoming became a catalyst for global change, inspiring actions that were once deemed too ambitious or far-reaching. Captain Eva Reyes, alongside her crew, embarked on a global tour, sharing their experiences, the technologies they encountered, and the profound message of unity from the custodians. They spoke not just to leaders and policymakers, but to communities and individuals, igniting a spark of curiosity and hope in people's hearts. The impact was immediate and far-reaching. The establishment of the Earth Cosmic Alliance marked the beginning of a unified approach to exploring the quantum gateways and integrating the advanced technologies and philosophies encountered by the Artemis crew. This alliance was not just about scientific exploration, it was a commitment to using these new discoveries to address Earth's most pressing challenges. Dr. Una Choi and Dr. Leo Marquez led the scientific community in studying the quantum entanglement technologies, making breakthroughs in energy transmission, medical treatments, and environmental restoration. These advancements, once the realm of science fiction, became realities, transforming societies in ways that reduce suffering and inequality. Lieutenant Sarah Kingston, with her unparalleled piloting skills, became a leading figure in the training of new explorers, those brave souls who would follow in the Artemis crew's footsteps through the quantum gateways. Her expertise was crucial in navigating the complexities of quantum space, ensuring that humanity's exploration of the cosmos was done with care and precision. The legacy of their journey to Horizon and back went beyond technological advancement. It fostered a cultural renaissance. Arts and literature flourished, drawing inspiration from the vastness of the cosmos and the unity it represented. Humanity began to see itself not as isolated beings on a solitary planet, but as part of a grand cosmic tapestry. The message of unity and cooperation resonated deeply in a world weary of conflict and division. Diplomatic relations between nations improved, as leaders recognized the importance of coming together to face not just the challenges of exploring the cosmos, but also the challenges on Earth. However, the journey was not without its skeptics. Some feared the rapid changes and the unknown implications of integrating alien technologies into society. The Artemis crew, aware of these concerns, worked tirelessly to ensure transparency in their endeavors, engaging with communities worldwide to address fears and foster understanding. As the Earth Cosmic Alliance prepared for its next mission, humanity stood on the cusp of a new era. The legacy of the Artemis crew and their journey to Horizon was a beacon of hope, a reminder that in the vastness of the cosmos, unity was not just a dream, but a necessity. The legacy of the Horizon was not just about the knowledge and technologies brought back, but about the transformation of human consciousness. It was a testament to the idea that when humanity stands united, with eyes turned towards the stars and hearts open to the vast possibilities of the cosmos, there is no limit to what can be achieved. As Earth embraced the dawn of a new era, marked by unity and a burgeoning partnership with the cosmos, the Earth Cosmic Alliance prepared to embark on its most ambitious mission yet, a mission that would solidify humanity's place within the interstellar community. This endeavor was not merely about exploration or technological advancement. It was about contributing to the cosmic symphony, a term coined by the custodians to describe the harmonious existence of all life in the universe. Under the leadership of Captain Eva Reyes, a delegation composed of Earth's finest minds and representatives from allied civilizations convened to outline the objectives of this mission. The goal was clear: to establish a beacon of knowledge and cooperation, a space station that would serve as a hub for interstellar diplomacy, research, and cultural exchange. This beacon would be named the Symphony Station, symbolizing humanity's commitment to adding its voice to the cosmic symphony. Dr. Una Choi and Dr. Leo Marquez were tasked with integrating the quantum entanglement technologies into the design of the Symphony Station, ensuring it would be a nexus of communication and travel between distant worlds. Lieutenant Sarah Kingston, alongside pilots and navigators from various civilizations, prepared to chart the courses that would connect the station to the quantum gateways, weaving a network of pathways across the stars. As the construction of the Symphony Station commenced, it became a testament to what could be achieved when diverse beings united for a common purpose. The station's architecture was a blend of human innovation and alien aesthetics, a physical representation of the Alliance's spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. The inauguration of the Symphony Station was a galactic event, attended by delegates from across the universe. It was a celebration of unity, diversity, and the potential for a future built on the principles of peace and collaboration. Captain Reyes, in her address to the Assembly, spoke of the Symphony Station not as an end, but as a beginning. Today, she said, we do not just open a station, we open a new chapter in the story of the cosmos, one in which we, together, compose the symphony of existence. The Symphony Station quickly became a hub of activity, a place where scientists shared knowledge that spanned the universe, diplomats forged alliances that transcended old conflicts, and artists from different worlds inspired one another, creating works that captured the beauty of their collective heritage. Yet, the Symphony Station was also a beacon of learning for humanity, a reminder of their journey from the brink of self-destruction to a place of prominence within the cosmic community. It stood as a symbol of hope, a declaration that the future was not to be feared, but embraced with open hearts and minds. As the Symphony Station thrived, so too did the Earth and its people. The challenges of the past became the lessons of the present, guiding humanity on its path through the stars. The legacy of the Artemis crew, their journey to Horizon, and the unity they fostered, lived on, echoing through the cosmos as a melody in the grand symphony of existence. In this era of unprecedented cooperation and exploration, humanity had found its voice in the cosmic symphony, singing a song of hope, unity, and endless possibility. The universe, with all its mysteries and wonders, was no longer a frontier to be conquered, but a home to be cherished. A home where every creature, every civilization, had a part to play in the harmony of the cosmos.